Hi everybody, welcome back to my imperfect zero waste life. This is going to be the second video in a series all about my experience trying a new program called Loop. If you don't know what that is, you should probably backtrack and watch my last video. I will link to that in one of these corners, but otherwise I am really excited for this video because I'm actually going to log on to their website, we'll navigate that some, and then I plan on ordering something. So let's just get started. The first thing I notice is that they have a total of only 88 items. When I first looked at it, it was actually 87. So they are actively trying to add more products. If you click on Axe, it'll say there are no items. So some of these items, I'm assuming they eventually plan on carrying, but it looks like at this point in time, they do not. So they sell Haagen-Dazs. They have a Crest mouthwash, except it is out of stock, and it has been out of stock for the past 4 weeks, ever since it became available in my area, which is a big bummer because this is one of the items that I am most excited about finding here. A large number of the products on here I can find at my local bulk store, and mouthwash is just something that I can't find anywhere that's not in plastic. I'm sure that Crest is not the best brand out there in terms of environmentally friendly, but it's something I'd very much like to be able to have on my counter. But unfortunately, it is not available. Some cleaning product, Hidden Valley Ranch dressing in a glass bottle. That's pretty exciting. There's a couple of recipes that I use that you need ranch dressing. Recently I did find some glass jars in stores, but it's still recycling it as opposed to reusing it. You've got Pantene Pro V, tea tree oil, a number of different spices, some skincare products. They have razors and blade refills, Febreze, Clorox disinfecting wipes. So Clorox disinfecting wipes, that's great that it's a reusable container, but it's still fairly wasteful to be using the wipes when you could just be using a rag. Some hand soap. So a couple of different nuts and like dried fruits. They have a couple of different nut butters. Looks like a travel utensil set. Nature's Path granola. So Nature's Path is a brand. I do buy cereal through them. So I'm kind of excited to see them as one of the brands on here. A couple of vegetarian burger options. Cane sugar, pancake mix, brownie mix. They have some pastas, including angel hair and spaghetti. So my bulk food store does offer a couple of different pastas, but angel hair and spaghetti are not one of them. So that's pretty exciting. Olive oil, avocado oil, sesame oil, white wine vinegar, apple cider vinegar, balsamic vinegar, some more dried fruits and nuts, gummy bears, wasabi peas, garlic bagel chips, rice, quinoa, a couple of different beans, popcorn, oats, coffee. So they sell some that are beans and some that are ground coffee, a glass cleaner, baby wash and shampoo. And so that's pretty much it for items that they have. I know that if you look at the side, you can see that they're definitely trying to expand. Like I said, I saw Axe, I see Dove, Tropicana, 7th generation. So there's several brands on the side here that I didn't mention too, but they're not included on the list. So it looks like they are actively trying to expand it. And I mean, just the fact that they're here says to me that they're moving more quickly than they thought they would be, because I didn't think they'd be in my area for another couple of years. So hopefully they expand their product list pretty quickly. But let's take a look at price. The way this works is you pay for the item, and then you also pay a deposit, which is refundable for the container. The deposit fees vary anywhere between a couple of bucks and it looks like up to $5. Maybe there's some that are more expensive, I'm not sure. That money you will get back. There are some items on here that just look absolutely ridiculous to me. I would never be able to afford. So for example, the Ren Clean skincare is $51. Maybe some people can afford to pay $51 for some lotion, but that's not me. And maybe you've heard of Ren Clean. I don't know anything about that brand. Maybe it really is a great brand, but it's just coconut oil works fine for me. Some of the other items that you see here for prices, I don't think are that crazy. So the Hidden Valley Ranch that I mentioned is $3.89. So I went ahead and I made an Excel sheet comparing prices from Loop to my local supermarket to my bulk store that I go to. Now, you may or may not have bulk stores. Your bulk stores may have very different prices than mine, but this is what's local to my area in New England. I didn't compare everything on their website. I just compared some stuff that I buy frequently. So for example, garbanzo beans, my local co-op charges $1.79 per pound. Loop's price per pound is $4.73. And then a local grocery store, I can get it for $1.79 a pound. Some things that you have to take into consideration in addition to this: is it organic? Is it ethically sourced? At my local co-op, the answer to those questions is generally yes. The grocery store, that price that I saw, the answer is probably not. Loop doesn't say if it's organic or not, but it does say that it's ethically sourced. $1.79 a pound to $4.73 a pound is a pretty big jump. Black beans, my local co-op, it's $1.99 a pound. Loop is $3.25 a pound, so it's another little bit of a jump. White rice, I can get for 99 cents from my local co-op. From Loop, it's $2.27 a pound. From a local grocery store, I could get it for $1.24 a pound. Now, one thing I didn't actually realize that it was cheaper for me to get it from my local co-op in bulk than it is from my local grocery stores. So I was pretty excited when I did this analysis to find that out. That's not the case with everything. Angel hair pasta, it's not available from my local co-op in bulk. But other pastas that they do have range in price between maybe $1.59 a pound, $1.89. Loop is charging $2.43, and you can go to a local grocery store and buy pasta and packaging from 99 cents to maybe $1.45 a pound, depending on brand. Coffee, one that I get, it's about $9.99 a pound. Loop is charging $16 a pound. Now, I know coffee, you really have to take into account quality of the coffee itself, ethically sourced, etc. I am buying ethically sourced coffee, but maybe it's not as good a quality. My local co-op does sell some coffees that probably go up to $16 a pound.
So originally I wasn't even going to check store brand coffee because I knew it would just be insanely cheaper, but I decided I should, and here's some Walmart Great Value coffee. It works out to like $2.50 something a pound. Then I started feeling really guilty, but I remembered that a whole bunch of people out there aren't even buying coffee this way. A lot of them right now are buying their coffee in K-cups, which I absolutely hate. Regular Great Value brand K-cups, it's $24.92 for this big thing. It ends up being $10 or just over $10 per pound. So what I buy from my local co-op is actually cheaper than this. Again, it's Great Value brand. It's not a great brand. So what's a good brand? Starbucks, here's one. So this ends up being like $22 per pound, which means that even the Loop price, if you're doing your coffee this way as opposed to buying Starbucks K-cups or some other brand name K-cups, you're probably saving a ton of money.
So the Haagen-Dazs ice cream, that's something I can't get at my local co-op. Loop is charging $6.59 for it, and if you go to my local grocery store, you can get it for $4.79. The Crest, again, that's not something I can get from my co-op. It winds up being, what does it say, 28 cents per ounce through Loop versus it's 34. So 28 cents through Loop versus 34 cents through my local grocery store. So in this instance, it's actually cheaper. That's the first instance I've seen of that, and I'm pretty excited that it's there. Hidden Valley Ranch dressing, it's 33 cents an ounce through Loop versus 30 cents an ounce through my local grocery store. So again, that's really, I think the difference there is minimal. Olive oil, I can get it for like 59 cents an ounce through my local co-op. And this is cold pressed. Loop is 53 cents. My local grocery store, you can get it for anywhere between 34 and maybe 58 cents. Whether or not that's organic and cold pressed, it varies a little bit. So again, Loop on this one surprised me. But for the rest of their stuff, they're a little pricey. And I think that that's going to make this unattainable for some people, unfortunately. Now, I think that their goal in the long run is to be able to lower their prices, but they are a new company. There's a lot of startup costs involved. They need to be thinking in terms of economies of scale before they would be able to lower their prices. So they really need more people on board in using this service. They need more brands on board before they would be able to lower those prices. So, despite that this is probably going to cost me a little bit more than it would, I want to do this at least once just to give it a try. I think I'm going to get some Haagen-Dazs ice cream. I'm really excited to see how they managed to ship me ice cream, frozen ice cream, through UPS. So they've got a handy little quick add button right here. One thing I want to mention is about their shipping. So it says all Loop orders $100 plus now ship free. If not, you have to pay $15 for your order for shipping. Now on top of it being a little bit pricey, if you add that $15 shipping on there, you're not going to want to buy, for example, just the mouthwash. Because then you'd be paying $5 for the mouthwash plus $15 for shipping. I mean, that's ridiculous to pay $20 just to get mouthwash.
Plus, it wouldn't be sustainable to be shipping just one item at a time. So I understand why they're trying to get you to buy more at once.
So if you're going to be shopping through Loop, at least right now where it's ordering online and receiving it, you probably really want to get a good grocery list worth of stuff. So I'm going to try to hit that $100 mark. I think I will add some of their coffee. It's more than I generally like to spend, but...
So you have the option, if you actually go inside of it rather than doing the quick add, you can put an auto refill when returned option, so that as soon as you return the item, they know to send you more coffee. Also, if you click under details, you find out that the deposit for this product will be forfeited 1 year from the date of purchase if not returned. So if you hold on to these containers, you'll lose out on your refund. You definitely want to take a look at it because some of them, like this one, the deposit is forfeited 6 months, not a year.
Only at $92. I didn't know it was going to be so hard to find $100 worth of stuff. Alright, that brings me up to over $100. It's pricey, that's going to hurt my heart. Alright, I'm going to do it.
It really hurts. So I have to say that paying a refundable tote deposit, holy crap. So they charge you $15. Holy crap. I don't know if I can do this. So the order total is calculated on the product prices only, and it excludes the refundable deposit costs. They charge $15 for the tote that you have to send them back, so I'm up to $133. Holy crap. Alright, let's just see what this would do if I was able to get it all. Get the mango. I could get the peanut butter. Alright, let's see how. I'm still short. I'm $2 and something short. If only I could get my crest. So I have to say this is kind of difficult because the truth is they have such a limited supply that even if finances weren't an issue, I don't need these items. I mean, I could get the brownie mix. I like brownies. This is ridiculous. So you guys are getting the 100%. This is my reaction as I'm doing it. I wanted you to be able to see, really what I think. So that brings me up to over $100. So total $163.82. That is really painful. I'll get $61 back, but I'll have still spent $100. Wow. Any order placed Monday to Friday before 2 p.m. will be shipped that afternoon and scheduled for delivery the next day. I just don't know if I can go through with this. I'm spending $163 on 15 items. So I just don't know if I can go through with this. And I mean, some people do talk about zero waste being, sorry, I'm gonna stutter. I'm just so flustered with this price. I can't believe it. But you talk about going to Whole Foods, Whole Paycheck, etc. And I understand that this is new, but this is just, the whole idea of this is to get people on board with zero waste that wouldn't otherwise do it. And I'm sure that there are some people who cost isn't an issue. That maybe they do want to be more environmentally friendly, but they're not so much that they're going to research the products that they're using. And I guess for those people, if you're at least getting more sustainable packaging and the convenience of having it shipped right to your door, maybe it will work for them. But just for your average Joe, this is not going to work. I didn't plan on using so much time right up front talking about my opinions of it, but I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. I want to go ahead and order this mostly to be able to finish the video, but this is a big investment. This is crazy. Alright, so for some reason I hit review your order and my order isn't going through. So I'm going to try to open this all up in another browser and just see what happens. Switching my browser didn't work, so at this point I'm pretty frustrated. I went ahead and I sent Loop an email saying, hey, why can't I order this, basically, and we will see what happens. So it's the next morning. They said that the most likely reason is that the billing address doesn't exactly match the card that I was trying to use. So I'm not entirely sure what the issue was, but it looks like my order was able to get through. I got a confirmation email, so you can take a look at my final order and everything that I got right here with my final price that is way over what I would have liked, $163.82. I'm going to end the video now and stay tuned for the next video in the series where I actually receive this order and we'll go through an unboxing and what I think of all the products. Bye!